Hey everyone, made it out to the woods today, so thought we might get a little vlog action with some scenery for once. But just wanted to actually tease the upcoming project slash adventure that I hope to share with everyone, which is 1 month from now, we'll be in Iceland. I am going to, well, right now I'm in Mosquito Central, but I am going to Háskóla Setur Vestfjarða, which is the university center of the West Fjords in northwest Iceland, and I am going to be going to language school there for 3 weeks to learn Icelandic. So we have some prep homework to do. I'll be getting started on that today, just learning basic survival stuff and getting around the country and all that. So anyway, um, I'm going to certainly be documenting that journey and sharing it out with people, but I also want to share some tips and tricks for language learning along the way. This is not my first rodeo, so I hope that any of the students out there will be able to get some useful information out of this. So how am I getting started? When I've done languages before, I've gone through sort of the formal schooling process of go to a class, get a textbook, sit in class, do things, I guess, do homework, go repeat. And this program does definitely have a homework and go to class aspect to it, but it's a lot more about being in the place. It's not a full on immersion approach either, but in order to get ready for it, I'm going to try something a little bit different, which is first, I have been doing a huge amount of input. Actually, since January, because I knew that this trip was coming up. So, just listening to a lot of podcasts, spending a lot of time on YouTube, and just getting as much audio and audio video input as possible to get comfortable with the sounds of the language, to get a handle on pronunciation, on accent, on intonation, and then to not really worry about learning words per se, not like super focused on vocab, but every once in a while, you listen to enough stuff and you're like, I think they just said the same thing 13 times. Maybe that's a word. Maybe I should go look it up. So, I've picked up a few words here and there. But something that I haven't really done before with learning other languages, well, first has been this sort of, mass input approach of really spending months just getting input and not quite understanding it, or not at all understanding it, before beginning formal study. So it'll be really interesting to see if that sort of accelerates the formal instruction process once I get out there in a few weeks and start taking classes and start speaking with people. But the other thing that I'm going to do differently is to focus on vocab at the beginning. Normally, I pay a lot more attention to grammar. I do love me some grammar because nerd. But there's a lot of topics that I think are interesting that I'd like to be able to talk with people about. And when I've gone through other language programs, doing other languages, it's been more sort of, follow the textbook. Oh, okay, I guess this is the airport chapter. We're going to learn about the airport. Like, I don't care about the airport. The airport's already in English, whatever. It doesn't matter. But I want to be able to talk about, uh, you know, work with people. I want to be able to talk about teaching. I want to be able to talk about things that I do for fun with cooking and eating. I want to be able to talk about beer. I want to be able to talk about hobbies, blacksmithing, music. Like, these are all topics that I think would be a lot more interesting to have conversations about. And if the conversations are interesting, then you're going to stick with the language because you'll actually be able to express yourself in on topics that you care about. So hopefully that makes some sense. I am starting though with the survival course that we are supposed to do beforehand, and I'm also with my sort of what am I interested in vocab list. I have been starting just with shopping stuff because I know when I get there, since I'll be there for 3 weeks, I'm going to need to pick up some essentials, soap and food and crazy things like that. So I've put together a shopping list, a Verslalisti, I believe, and going to start learning all those terms. So when I get to the store, I can be like, which one of these things is, cheese? Which one of these things is beans? Which one of these things is milk? I have not learned the word for mosquito yet, but apparently I should have done that before filming this. The woods are hopping. But I did learn the word for chicken because I got to be able to talk about the chickens. So kjúklingur, which might be onomatopoeia in that, you know, the cuckoo, right? The kjúkle. Pop, 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 pop. So I'll have a think about that. But it is also nice doing a language that has so much overlap with English because they are closely related, and actually, you know, having cognates it makes the learning process a whole lot faster. So yeah, um, I don't need to, I guess, draw this out overly long, and I'd like to get back inside before I need a blood transfusion. So I guess we're going to wrap that up for now, and I'll let the skeeters chase me back in. But look forward to some language learning content, some Icelandic content, and then while I'm in Iceland, definitely there will be some adventure video, travel video, school video, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, hope you are having a great day. Welcome to July, welcome to summer or winter, depending on what part of the world you're in. And we'll see you in the next one.